Morning, guys. Get a lot of questions about MG42 kits. Go figure. So here is a real quick video. If you're looking on Gunbroker and you see a kit that's talking about how long the shroud cut is, meaning this cut here, 99% of the time, that's because it's missing all the rest of the receiver. If it's missing any of the original receiver, we won't build it. We only re-weld the original receivers. So this kit is a long cut shroud, as the guys on Gunbroker will sell it to you, but it actually has the rest of the receivers, so the length of the shroud cut is irrelevant. So any of the kits on Gunbroker that talk about the length of the shroud cut because it's great for rebuilding, that's marketing BS. I don't know anybody who builds the rear ends of any quality, or the US ones, so any of the kits missing the rear ends, they're not any good. Like I said, this one has all of its receiver sections, so it's good to go. We can stick this in our jig and do all the modifications that we need to do, and this gun will be a gun again. Any kit that has US rear end, a US receiver, a US shroud, US stampings, any US repair sections for these, we don't build. If you go on Gunbroker and search MG42 kit or M53 kit, most of the kits, probably 85 to 90, maybe even 95% of the kits that are listed on Gunbroker are missing the receiver or that include new US rear ends. So it's hard to find these kits anymore. It is what it is, but T&W called me 2 days ago, said they have 100 kits in stock they'd like to have built, and every single one of them is missing the rear of the receiver, and we had to tell them, sorry, there's nothing I can do to help you. For 100 guns. I mean, you do the math if we charge $32.50 a piece. I'm not just turning away business just to turn away business. We don't mess with them. So hopefully that'll clear up some stuff, but you've got to have all of the original receiver. A lot of kits that got imported, they cut them right here and they threw the whole rear end away. So you're left with what we consider spare parts. So these kits are getting more and more expensive, and the guys who are trying to sell the long cut shroud kits keep raising their prices too. They want $2,500 and $3,000 for kits that are essentially unbuildable unless you've got a lot of free time. So if you've got one that has all of its original receiver sections, then we can turn it back into a gun. Look, there's 1, 2, 3. So anyways, that's today's little snippet. Any dirty birds on that one? Hard to see with all the crap on there. Anyways, y'all have a good Friday, and hopefully this clears up some questions about kits and what's good and what's not. Nose cuts also will determine whether or not it's buildable, but what I always tell people is send me a photo of your kit and all of your receiver before you ever package it up or try to ship it to me, because I've gotten some before that were dummy guns that had been chopped up and they were unbuildable. So we try to eliminate a lot of that by getting pictures via email. But you need to have all of the original receiver. Have a good day.